Just when you think you're done hearing these guys talk about how their fantasy meeting together was, then they just bring it back up right in your face.
So I think we'll actually just go ahead and pick up there. We'll include that. So welcome to Rev 1. What are we on now? 1.10. So I think the feedback that we've all been getting has kind of been that it's been like way too structured as a podcast, right? Way too much formality, too much structure. Definitely too scripted. It feels like that's what we're hearing.
Too technical.
Yeah, oh, definitely way too much of that. So we thought the one thing we have been hearing is that we're really long-winded. So we thought we could at least give you just a quick conversation here, just a fun preview, because the three of us are actually all going to meet. In fact, our headless fourth member of this podcast is going to meet there also. We are brothers, so we've met at least a couple times before, but I guess before we get too far into previewing what we're all doing next week, it's myself, Daniel Stanfill from Aurora Board Works, and Elias, go ahead.
Elias Malfavon with Metal Etch Services, and I have met Daniel Stanfill in person. Sean, go ahead.
Sean, go ahead. You've got that. Yeah, where's...
Like I said, man, just when you think they're done. Sean Kincaid with K&F Electronics, and I've never met Daniel Stanfill in person.
Well, that'll change quickly because just next week, all of us are meeting up. That's going to be a lot of fun. We are all going to be attending at least part of SMTAI. I'm going to be there the entire time. How long are you guys going to be there?
I will be there all day on Wednesday, flying in on Tuesday evening, and looking forward to the four of us being together and meeting each other in person finally. And then I'll be back on my horse Thursday, but be there to see Daniel accept his what is it, Daniel? Getting some kind of like trophy.
That's right. I'd have to look it up. I think it's called the 40 under 40. That's if I recall.
Yeah, that thing you don't qualify anymore, old timer.
I still have another 2 years. Him. Yeah. The old guy in the other corner.
Hurt people. Keep talking about Daniel. Your fantastic meetup together.
You know, part of it was really just to rub it in Sean's face that we got to hang out. But, I mean, mostly it was just true. You know, it's not like we were embellishing all that much. It was just sharing each other's company was so enjoyable. It was just, like, what were we supposed to do? Pretend it sucked,
Sharing each other's company. We're lucky this is not live.
It was productive, though. We set out what we planned to do. Daniel and I were able to kind of start from the beginning on a stencil order for a stencil that he actually needed, and we walked through every step from getting the order entered to doing the CAD work to even press and start on the laser. So it was fun. It was a good time. I feel like
I picture you like
period of time.
I picture you two like holding hands, like one hand on top of the other while you clicked like start together. Is that what happened with the mouse?
Well, how else are you supposed to train him? I mean, you gotta.
That's basically like that, yeah. But it was a lot of fun for sure. I know way more about making stencils now than, like, say, Sean does or any other average person. That part was really cool, getting to see the whole thing. Especially seeing those lasers up close and personal. I know Elias posted one video of the lasers running. Actually seeing them running in a couple variety of ways was pretty cool. Seeing, I don't know, all of his probably the dark secrets. He doesn't want to be broadcast. I took plenty of pictures of all the different dark corners of his, facility, just in case the rainy day ever comes for the podcast.
Could be some golden content in those snaps that you took.
I did have a technical question for you, and I know it's kind of outside of our wheelhouse to
I'm
be technical,
terrified.
but I don't know if I should. I hired a consultant, you could say, and he's all in for Vector Guard, like, and he was saying, your shipping costs are reduced big time, and your storage space is reduced big time. And the thin frame, I can get a lot in a rack. But what's your opinion on the Vector Guard? Is it all a jazz? I mean, these made it sound like it's not that much price difference. And what's your opinion on it? Is it the same type of stencil, or what's going on with that?
So I'll say this: we supply Vector Guard, so let's just get that on the open. We are a distributor for ASMPT products, which include the Vector Guard. If your decision is to use a frameless stencil, that is the one to use, hands down. Right there's been plenty of iterations of frameless stencils over the years. Some of them kind of janky, some of them outright dangerous, like handling a 20 by 20 razor blade. There's no frame around it or anything. The Vector Guard is nice because it encases the foil in an aluminum surround, so it's safe. It's fairly rigid for a frameless stencil. It works pretty well. The things that you said are true in terms of shipping, right? It's very thin, it's very lightweight, so you can ship it in a much smaller package with less weight. It stores infinitely well. I'm from the camp that I prefer a traditionally mounted stencil with polyester mesh and all the sorts. But there are folks that like the Vector Guard system. I think you can obtain good print quality with it. We could do an entire episode on that alone.
Yeah,
Maybe we
we're
will.
dangerously close into getting into a real conversation here.
I got one last question. Is there been any studies done on transfer efficiency on a frameless stencil versus framed stencil?
Yeah, and what are those numbers off the top of your head, please?
Go.
So, Sean, why don't you pick up with what you're excited about at SMTA?
I'm excited about SMTA. Not really. I mean, I'm excited to see the show. I want to look at some X-ray machines when I'm out there. That Robotas machine's going to be out there. But I get to go and visit some board shops. There's 2 board shops down there that I get to go see, and I'm excited to see the new technology that they're implementing. My one buddy invested $3 million in equipment over the last couple of years into his shop, and I'm just curious to see how it all looks and how everything's moving, to smell some etchant and some acid cleaner and smell that flux burning from the Hazel process. And that's my home, man. That's where I belong, and I'm really excited to go visit. I got 2 shops I'm going to go up see and try to make it to SMTA, and then Daniel's thing at Wednesday at 10:30. I'm excited for, and then my wife wants me home ASAP, so it's going to be jam packed to try to get in everything that I want to do. But I'm mostly excited to visit the board shops down there. One of my buddies.
Than meeting us in person, huh?
Yeah, you guys.
No, what are we even doing?
Big deal.
What?
I mean, I can't be the first with you 2, so what does it matter now? I'm always going to be number 2. So
what about
if it makes you feel any better,
recording?
that was going to be the case anyway.
I just keep picturing you 2 with the mouse over your hands like this, like press start together. Just keeps playing in my head over and over.
I did have a metalette shirt on, so I was able to really fit the part and look like. I thought about recording this video where it was, me like, hey, it's my first day at Metal Etch, gonna see how this goes. But then I thought too many people would actually believe, that I had a new job. So I didn't think my current place of employment would actually find the humor in it when people might believe it. So I didn't record it.
They'd be terrified.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been. It probably would.
I knew he liked stencils, but I didn't know he was going to go work there.
Yeah.
We talked about filming a scene where Daniel was driving away from the shop, like just gets in the company truck and then just drives away in the middle of that truck, and then
Well,
just post
well,
just that video and see what kind of reactions.
Would it'd be nice if you superimposed ABW's photo on there and then I will remember you. Have that song play.
it's, yeah, I don't think they'd find it very funny. They have a pretty good sense of humor about most things, but
Yeah, but that's what I'm most excited about, honestly. I mean, all of it is going to be great, but I'm really looking forward to getting back into the PCB manufacturing houses that I'm going to see.
All right, thanks, Sean. Daniel, what is it that you're looking forward to? What are your plans? Obviously, you have that event that you need to be there for, but outside of that, what are you going to be looking for? Kind of connections you're trying to make? Kind of equipment you're trying to see?
well, for me, it's kind of cool because we're both going to be hosting the passport program, and I'll also be kind of participating in it. So I'll be going to all the different booths and getting to talk to them about their technology, what they bring to the table, why they're exhibiting, and we're also exhibiting. So I get to be there, rise and shine bright and early at the start of the event, setting up the booth and getting prepared and be there all week. And even the big man's coming, Gary, our president, he's coming to help hang out at the booth for a little bit and also see me accept the award and all that fun stuff. So uh, it's going to be pretty busy. I know we've got a lot of networking opportunities there beyond the passport program, but different dinners we could attend and, you know, fun soirees. So it's just, I'm sure it's going to be a whirlwind of activity for the time that you guys are there and the rest of the time too. So I'm looking forward to it. I love looking at all the machinery, like
Nice.
every time at any show. It's always
Yeah, I
cool.
think I'm looking forward to most is just getting out of the office for a couple days and out into the field. I've never been to SMTAI, attended Apex quite a few times because it's usually close to home, but obviously just
Hmm.
meeting Sean and Paul in person is going to be a really cool opportunity. Looking forward to seeing you get your award, as painful as it may be that I'm not even under 40 anymore. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what's out there. Maybe shake some hands with folks that connected with on LinkedIn and kind of have a relationship with online, but haven't met in person, and hopefully bump into a few customers and vendors and even
That part's fun.
competitors that. Yeah, so looking forward to it, and hopefully the weather's not too cold because I don't we don't do cold out here, so I don't even have a jacket thick enough to deal with anything below like 55.
Well, hopefully it doesn't hit that yet because I'm just not ready for it. Living in the country, it means I have to have a bunch of wood and all the exterior ready, you know. You know what that's like. No, I guess you don't. You really
Yeah,
don't. Sean does. Sean gets it. He deals with the cold.
Yeah, it's brutal. I'm already at 55 tonight, to be honest with you, and it's still got time to go.
Well, we'll be 55 soon if we don't just go ahead and wrap this conversation up. So why don't we call that
nice.
a nice end to this rev? We'll just leave this as a short conversation, little preview, teaser of our get together coming up soon at the SMTAI, where we will be actually recording a podcast together, all in the same room. So that should be, I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe what that'll be like, but looking forward to it, and hopefully everyone else is too. So for all of us here at the Decode, thanks for listening, and until next time,
See you in Chicago.
see you in Chicago.